Saying it's a little silhouette.
No. Sorry to disappoint you.
No. Look at the way he's lit. Hey, have his face is covered. He's gonna sing Music of the Night.
What the hell is Music of the Night? I don't even know what that is.
Get out.
Half
Sorry.
of his face is gone. It's because you chose Tiff over saving him.
Ha! Nice. The Music of the Night, Phantom of the Opera, you get.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen Phantom in quite a number of years.
I've
now.
never seen Phantom. I still know the fucking song.
No, put your testicles back, dear. Don't tuck them between your legs.
Mm-hmm. Phantom of the Opera is good.
Yes, it is.
I also love how you haven't seen Phantom of the Opera, Jim. You're the guy who likes musicals.
I know.
Really? And you haven't seen the Andrew Lloyd Webber ones, but I'm guessing you've seen too many that are like Wicked.
Well, I've seen Wicked, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, and I know Pew said you and her have watched the Star Kid rip-off version.
Yeah. But it was intended to, it was a rip-off with all intention of being a rip-off, and they lampooned that fact.
That doesn't make it better.
It was what it was.
Yeah, that literally doesn't... Saying something's a rip-off, and I'm going, hey, if this is a rip-off, that doesn't suddenly make it better.
Shit.
No. But yeah, I've seen Wicked, The Lion King, Aladdin, and Mamma Mia twice.
Sad bitch.
So no good ones.
The Lion King is good.
Yeah.
I really liked Aladdin too, but they kind of put all their effort into one number, and the rest of it kind of paled in comparison.
The Lion King is cool. Let's be fair. Fuck it, I'm gonna get the lamp off and just turn the fucking light on. It smells like it's gonna fucking set on fire at any minute. It's like, fuck this shit, I ain't getting set on fire. Now, as funny as that would be for you fuckers.
Yeah, you're already flaming.
Exactly. I don't need to die further.
Oh, come on, how could someone not make that comment? Ah, that's annoying the crap out of me. I think I just got bit on my arm.
Ooh.
Like a little... It's annoying me because I keep itching the elbow. That's cool. Oh my god, yes! You know what counts as a monster of the week?
What?
The evil Green Ranger.
I'm gonna go with no.
His clone does.
I would give you the clone.
That's what I was on about, the evil Green Ranger.
Okay.
Boom, in your face.
You are correct.
Also, the hallucination version in Phantom Spirit.
Ah, yes.
Sup?
Tommy's inner demons.
Yes.
Because inner demons rock.
Yep. I thought you were wearing a communicator then.
For a minute, I did too.
Fucking dogs. No.
You're the one holding it up like this, like you're about to talk into it.
I was fucking putting it on the fucking wrist, man. It's just your brains, dears. It's just your very, very enthusiastic brains.
Simon Cam.
Yay.
Woo!
I think he's gonna made himself. I think he's tried to make himself look pretty for video.
He has.
But he's trying to make himself look pretty enough that he looks pretty, but not too pretty, so people think he's not trying.
Yep.
You can tell by the bracelets at this hour.
Okay, to be fair, I had them on anyway.
You could tell more by the hot pink earbuds.
Yep.
Fuck off.
But
Either that
let's.
or the big fuck off headphones. And I don't want to have that at this time. Fuck it, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say, Jim, it's talking time.
Simon will stop moving for 2 seconds.
2 minutes. Yes. Boom.
Okay. Here.
I'll be fucking damned. We're actually on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Talking Grid here on Pez of the Mind. And for this episode of the Talking Grid, the show where we discuss all things Power Rangers, by the way, and other Toku occasionally, we are going to talk about what makes a great monster, specifically monsters of the week.
I don't think we ever discuss Toku.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't know if we were planning on doing that or not, but fair enough.
Do we watch any of the other shit?
Well, I meant more like the Beetleborgs and the Master Rider and shit.
Well, we get into Beetleborgs later in this conversation.
Ha! Nice. But at any rate, joining me are Chriz the Mole.
Hello, boils and ghouls. Welcome to Halloween.
My God, that is like the face of nightmares right there, dude. That's fucking terrifying.
Me or Jim?
You when you're like, ooh, yeah.
Hello, boils.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man. Oh my God, you look fucking wasted.
Wasted away again in Margaritaville. Also joining us in this one is Flame Boy.
What's up, yo?
Basically.
What's up, bitches?
You may know him as Simon.
Yeah, and this is the first time I've actually done an on-cam one. I've been doing this with you guys before, so fuck.
Yep.
This is weird.
We like the camera, because that way you get to see people's reactions and stuff.
Yep. But yes, we're discussing, for those who might not, if you know anything about Power Rangers, you know that pretty much it's a formulaic show. The show opens up, there's some kind of an establishment theme of the Rangers outside of their morphed forms. This leads into a monster fight that is normally tangentially related to whatever was going on in their real lives. They fight the monster and their normal Ranger forms. The monster grows very large by whatever means that season has set aside to do this. The Rangers call the giant robot called the Megazord. They fight the monster, they destroy it, and then they have a convenient moral resolution to their conundrum at the beginning of the episode.
They're basically just stating it up. Or they learn it.
Basically, they learn something. And so the monster of the
Halloween.
week... Yes.
For Halloween, we're discussing monsters of the week.
Indeed. This will include monsters who, mostly showed up for one episode and were destroyed. We will include monsters who recur due to a resurrection for a background scene or other reason. We will not include any monsters considered generals in Power Rangers. That would be like your Goldars, guys like that, and no main villains like your Ritas or Zeds.
And no evil Rangers unless they're a clone.
Because let's face it.
We are allowing 2-part ones to count as one monster of the week because it's one episode.
Yes.
There was a pretty straightforward reason, darlings, and that's because they've been done to death by so many other people. So we're going to do something a little bit new and different.
Yes. Also,
we can always discuss the main villains and stuff later on if we need to.
Yes.
Definitely. Also, just because somebody's going to ask, we're not doing the Psycho Rangers either.
Damn, I was looking forward to all those comments.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah.
But yeah, monsters of the week. There's been some really, really good ones, and there's been some really shit ones. In my opinion, most of the shit ones were season 2 of MMPR, where, as I was making the joke to Simon before we recorded, Zed goes, "Hey, Finster, when you create those monsters for the sole purpose of destroying the Rangers?" And he's like, "Yeah, I've kind of replaced Joe. What are you doing?" I'm gonna make Lipstick a villain because fuck it, I'm more evil than Rita. She literally had me harvest ancient Egyptian sand and build it together to create a sphinx for the sole purpose of killing the Rangers. Yeah, there, Lipstick.
Hey,
What the
give,
fuck was
give
that?
Lord Zed some credit. He didn't intend to make the lipstick a monster. He was aiming at the purse. The lipstick got caught in the blast.
Anyway,
A purse would literally be worse.
No, they had both, and then it was a purse and a lipstick in the same episode. They had both.
Yeah, as I said, a purse would literally be worse, but I'm
That
going
purse
with
was pretty
Lipstick because
bad,
it's
but the
funnier.
impersonator from Zio was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you even remembered that is just. Well, you need to get laid, Jimbo.
But
The impersonator is memorable because it was the last villain that Rita and Zen ever made in the final to fight with the one of the cogs that Mondo and Machina created in the finale of Zio, or what constituted a finale in Zio because there wasn't a finale in Zio.
You're
yep.
proving my point.
But the first villain I'm going to throw out there, Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
Just because we have to. King Sphinx. The reason I'm mentioning him is A, I really love that dude. B, he's meant to be in the Power Ranger video game that's coming out on PS4, but it looks like someone cosplayed the monster from Evolve as King Sphinx. It looks nothing like a Sphinx. His only gimmick. And yeah, and also for some reason he was literally on every single piece of merchandise for season 1 at one point.
Pretty much.
Like I even have a coloring book somewhere where he's 3 times the size of Rita.
Wow.
And I don't mean because she's made him grow either. It looks like he's controlling Rita, and you're like, oh, so he's her boss. He's not. But he did fire flaming question marks out of his staff. That's pretty badass.
Indeed. However, for the record, if you're watching Enigma, that's not a riddle either.
Yeah.
Damn. Pity though.
To be fair, but I will say, like I said, he looks cool. He sounded cool. He had a cool backstory. I'm going to make the comment. He was almost a complete package for Monsters of the Week.
Yeah.
Like he set the bar pretty high.
Yeah. He was the monster that the Rangers were fighting in all the toy commercials too.
Oh
Yep.
God, do you remember those?
Yeah,
I have the VHS
like I said,
tapes that has them on them from the day that Dumpster and High Five and crap. It has those commercials on them before the episode.
Holy crap, man!
Like I said, he looks like a sphinx, obviously. That's muscly and awesome. He has a giant staff. He was created to try and take Jason elsewhere to distract him and beat the shit out of him, which is cool. But I mean, he's firing like flaming question marks at him. He's doing all that shit. He was just awesome. King Sphinx was just. He's on this list because not on the list, but he's getting a shout out for me because he's just wonderful.
That makes sense.
It's still like a sassy head thing there, Chris.
No, I muted my microphone because I'm about to
wait.
a loud
Sorry.
shh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. He wasn't doing this thing.
Yeah. I thought that's what he was doing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
With Power Rangers and Sentai, there have been so many different versions or new takes and etc. Both of them come from radically different things.
Mm-hmm.
Take the storytelling and the mythology behind them, right? Now, for Japanese stuff, with like Sentai stuff, it is within the realm of it's going off of different motifs and pulling influences from different cosmologies, different religions, and all that, right? And it has the presentation of this is the premise: giant robots, monsters, blah blah blah. Take it or leave it. We don't fucking explain it. We just bang, go. And in comparison to like the westernized version with Power Rangers, it has been adapted into more along the lines of what can be utilized into a Western audience? When you think of what a Western audience caters towards, it is traditionally like the Joseph Campbell hero's journey thing, or superheroes, in which it is typically a coming-of-age process of this is where heroes start. This is the journey they go on to get there, right? And so the monsters themselves change depending on the different versions, right?
Yep.
Now, there have been quite a lot of different monsters that have been effective over the years and stuff. Like Wild Force, Zinaku. I loved that badass motherfucker, you know? Because he just had such a no-nonsense approach to him, you know? It was just
Pretty sure he qualifies as a general level.
I don't know. But like, pardon the lack of a pun, pardon the pun here, but he was essentially a lone wolf. You know,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, this is your agenda. I'm not interested in that. I just want to get revenge. You know, it's very straightforward. And every time he came out and did his thing, it was like, you knew shit was going to get real. You know what I mean? I was just, right, I'm not fucking around. I'm just going to fucking come in and kick your asses, you know? And he had a very cool personality to him, you know, of, okay, this is a villain where you don't know what side he's playing on, you know? And that's a very cool thing to have in a villain, you know? And the audience can empathize with the character because he's trying to discover who he is as a person, as an individual, you know, through like the scattered memories of the past. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If we're going at that
Like-
deep, mentioning monsters on that level, the same thing could, actors' real-life actions aside, apply to Decker and Samurai.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like Deca or Juzo, whichever version you want to go for, both of which they have the same thematics of, okay, they are both essentially wandering samurai in the modern era. They are Ronin, for lack of a better term, right?
Mm-hmm.
But while Juzo was more interested in, okay, I just want to be the best and I want to kick ass, take names, and shed blood and all that. You know, he's a bloodthirsty mofo, right?
Let's be clear,
From an-
he wasn't bloodthirsty, the sword was bloodthirsty.
Yeah, but he got possessed by the blade and all that. So it
Yeah.
was typically like the Muramasa mythology and the Masamune sword
Yeah.
of Japan and stuff like that. Deca, on the other hand, yes, he had this wandering samurai, I want to test my skills and be the best kind of stock warrior trope. But he had a past with Dayu? Is that a name? I
Dayu.
can't remember. Yeah. Okay, he was once a human. He had a life before this. He was married to her, you know? And
Yep.
that is, like, even just those two characters there was such a difference in how they're handled, right?
I can see that.
And, you know, they both have different levels of effectiveness, in which they're trying. I mean, I remember watching, like, Samurai, and I was like, okay, so are they just going to go for, like, a copy and paste thing? But then when they threw Deca into the mix, it was like, okay, this is interesting. But I always had the gut instinct of there's something more to this guy than just, you know, he's a westernized Juzo, you know? And
I can see that.
and trying to understand, you know, like when you're taking these characters on board, when you're viewing them as an audience member, you're trying to think, okay, so what is this person's goal? What is their psyche? What, you know, how can we understand them or empathize or relate to them in some way, right? And for me, like with Deca, it was like, you know, some of the conversations with Jaden when he was like, you know, with one of them when he was like, you know, we're both warped, we're twisted, and you know, we are technically two peas in a pod kind of thing. It's like, okay, yeah, he is looking for someone who is his equal in the modern era because he's bored. You know, it's the Nylock kind of thing. But he's also trying to gain clarity of himself, and that's quite a compelling thing for a villain to actually have that, because we don't typically get that in that sort of, well, in this series,
Yeah.
for the lack of a
and
term.
I do like it when you get villains that just aren't necessarily tied to people. Like the main ones should have their own shit.
Yeah.
Like in Ninja Storm, the bounty hunter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was cool.
He
What's
was
his name
cool.
again? Onikage, is that it?
It might be. It's like it's like in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season 1, just for the effectiveness. While Goldar was there, I'm not counting Goldar before Jim says that.
No,
even though
I
he's
know.
like looking stuff up at the moment because his screen keeps glowing. But yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
got
like
basically-
I'm leaning forward. My hands are touching nothing. I have not typed at all.
oh, your
sure
face
they're not
just went bright blue for no reason. But yeah, I was gonna say basically,
It's going bright whenever it
I
cuts to
liked-
you because your screen is brighter than Simon's.
okay. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, effectiveness. Like MMPR season 1, I loved the what the hell was his name? Cyclopsis or Cyclosis fight.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that dude who was the floating head was awesome, and the look
Ah,
of
yes, Lokar.
and the look of
Yeah.
Cyclopsis was awesome. And I was like, how horrible is it that the villains have a better floating head than the good guys, whose mentor is a floating head?
God,
I was like, that
believe
dude was awesome.
Yeah, I believe if I recall correctly, one of the when they were first putting this thing together for the Western audience, they had an idea that they were going to use Lokar as Zordon's evil equivalent for the villains, but they ended up not going through with that plan.
that would have been so freaking cool though. If it, because you have two
Yeah.
entities, not just
And
floating heads. But,
And yeah, exactly. You want to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
them just butt heads.
yeah.
And I just wanted to see him go head to head.
Nice.
I don't know why.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
But no, and like I said, like with the villains, the thing I like is you do get the effective ones like them. Like one of the ones I loved, which I mentioned to Jim, I was going to have to mention. I really did love the Wizard of Deception.
He was good.
Yes.
He was
I
good.
was just gonna
I
say
loved him, and I'm sorry I wanted him to win because he did what I wanted and he brought back the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I want him to win. And it's like, well, God, what if the Green Ranger kills the White Ranger? And I'm like, I want him to. I like the Green Ranger much better.
Yeah.
And part of me's thinking, oh, but what if the White Ranger beats him and we get another Green Ranger on the team? And he literally sends the Rangers all the way back into a historically inaccurate past to battle rats or whatever the hell they were. And
Yeah.
his plan was just wonderful, and he
It
was
was.
effective. But on the flip side, one of my other villains I really love Eye Guy and Pudgy Pig just because of how ridiculous they are.
Yeah.
Like Eye Guy is literally the most ineffective villain ever because the second the Rangers do anything, they've hit him in the eye, which anyone who's been stabbed in the eye knows that hurt.
Oh, my eye. My fucking
Yeah.
eye.
You got me in the eye. What's the odds?
Oh, come on, the man. The dude is literally like a fucking walking target practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to see him years later when he's now wearing reading glasses because he's old.
Oh my god. Like, do you remember? I think it was in Titanium where like Diabolical had like the trio of monsters. It was like, okay, after so many defeats, and especially like after like Titanium,
Yeah.
and he was just like, right, screw this shit.
Yep.
Like, dish the cards of death out, and then he's like, right, fucking roll that shit, smoke that shit, do that shit, right? Essentially. And then, and those
Simon, were you
two-
high while you were watching this show?
I was like no, I was still a kid then.
Still a kid now.
Fuck off, you.
But like I said, I love those ones where you get someone. And I mentioned to you guys before, I don't remember his name. While Lost Galaxy literally fought Godzilla.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what the hell was his name?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I remember
God.
his introduction being like, "What is it? It's a dinosaur with a castle on its back."
Yeah.
But like I said, for every one of them, there's I love the effective ones and I love the joke ones.
Yeah.
Like I loved it when Bamboo and Squat got to make a monster and like it's a turtle, let's fuck it, and stood like a shoot traffic light in it and gave it
Yeah.
baseball bat and stuff. I'm like, that'll do.
Oh god, that was so
And I
cool.
was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Or in Megaforce, the Queen Bee who's hypnotizing all the males of the team.
Yeah.
People like that, they're funny and they stick with you. The effective ones stick with you. The ones that get lost in the pipeline are just the generically ones, which unfortunately there's been a lot.
Yeah.
Because for every like mirror tits that there is, there's like a million rangers that aren't. There's a load of villains that aren't mirror tits.
Mirror tits, what?
Mirror tits from space, where he opens up his chest and his tits are mirrors and can transform you. Well, it might not be in space, where he can transform you into different realms and dimensions. I think he went actually no, it wasn't space. I think it was SPD where he went against the Omega Ranger, and he like Mirador or Miradon or I don't know. He opened up his chest and he had these mirrors that were cool, and it could trap you in the mirror dimension or send you through into a different dimension. It was cool.
Cool.
I preferred Mirror Maniac.
Okay, what's some of for you guys personally? What's a concept or a thematic thing that you would have liked to, that you still have yet to see from like the typical Monster of the Week presentation that you would want to see?
I kind of want to see something like Daishi when he was turned into Jared when he turns himself into Daishi.
Yeah.
I'd like that for a Monster of the Week, and actually have the Rangers when they kill him, kill the individual who's inside him too.
Yeah,
like kill the good guy too, because they have to. They have no choice.
That would be cool.
How about you, Jimbo?
I don't have anything off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
Well, how dare you? Stop swishing your hair. Get a coffee. For me, one of the things I'd like to see, and this is partially because I just got off binge watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer again for God knows how many. You know when you go back and rewatch it, and anyway.
I hate to say it, that's the Monster of the Week format done right.
It is, though. It really is.
That has a lot more. That has a lot better villains than Power Rangers, sadly. Especially Monsters of the Week, like the Lone Shark or the Gentleman.
The Gentleman, yeah, or Sweet from Once More.
Yes.
I would love to see Sweet, like a Monster of the Week, like Sweet on Power Rangers, like a fucking tap dancing, suit bearing demon. That was the first episode of Buffy that I saw.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, holy fuck, I am sold. This is a tap dancing demon. I don't need any more than that.
Also, you know what else is a Monster of the Week, Simon, on Power Rangers?
Yeah.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god, yeah, with the next
true.
rotation crossover. Oh, fuck
Also, so were the Beetleborgs in Forever Red. See, told you we'd come back to them.
Yeah. Yeah, we bring this shit back, yo. Yeah.
Indeed, yo.
Yo, man, yo.
But I don't know. What are some of your favourite monsters of the week, Jim? Because I know we've listed some.
Let's see. Favorite monsters of the week. I gotta try to remember all the freaking past seasons. I did like Pudgy Pig a lot. We mentioned him before. He was really good.
You don't have to mention all the past seasons. It's just whichever, because in order to be your favourite, it'd be the monsters that have still stuck with you.
Right. That's one that I always thought was an interesting, was one of those ideas that was both good and bad at the same time. Was the MMPR episode with Tickle Sneezer?
Oh yeah, with the ball, like the whole.
Because okay, this is a good idea because this is clever. You've taken something beloved to one of the Rangers and turned it against them, and that's making it hard for them to fight against it. That's a good concept. The fact that this monster is in and of itself incredibly dumb, and the fact that this is all a dream, you kind of ruined it.
Yeah. Well, it's like, okay, come on, you have a monster of that power and of that capability, but then it's just like, really? Like I like to see consequences in storytelling. At least that's just me personally.
But Which, like I said, I think that's something I feel about Power Rangers. If a season's got monsters of the week that are good, it at least, you know what I mean? All of them will be good.
Mhm.
But when you get like, I think season 1 of MMPR had great monsters of the week. Season 2, no. Season 3, no. Zeo, no. Turbo, no.
Yeah.
But when you move on later on, like Lightspeed had a lot of good ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Lightspeed was
Lost
good.
Galaxy
Yeah.
had a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Yep. Very true.
Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder had a lot of good ones.
Mhm.
Yep.
The only exception to the rule, I would say, is Megaforce and Super Megaforce, because I feel like they had a couple of good ones because it was 2 seasons mixed together.
Right.
Mhm.
Therefore, they had some good ones and they had generic, but that's one of the more, like I said, exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, I will say, I haven't watched recently. There's been actually quite a few good ones in Dino Charge recently.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen a great deal of Dino Charge. Could you?
Yeah, but there's been a few in Dino Charge and a few in Dino Charge that have actually recurred to great effect.
Right.
One of them that they have is they actually have the that they've used several times is they had the duplicator monster who could basically turn like a putty thing into a monster of the week, or turn somebody into a ranger, or do all this kind of stuff, and he was really cool. And they used him to bring to turn people into other into monsters, and he was really good in the action. And what has maybe thus far since Samurai the only good Halloween episode. And that was the one where all the Rangers were dressed up as ghosts for Halloween because Chase liked the costume so much he made 6 of them.
I liked the Megaforce Halloween ones. I did not like the Samurai ones,
Fair enough.
where they went into the Mystic Tent. That was cool.
Not
Why
sure
does it
I've seen
just
that
sound
one.
like something you say it like? You know,
In
like
Megaforce, they went into like that this crystal ball tent for one of the Halloween ones.
like the fortune teller one.
Yeah, when it was in the mall.
Oh,
Fair.
right, cool.
Fair enough. But anyway, what I was saying was the duplicator they used the duplicator to cool effect because they did one in the Halloween episode where all the Rangers are dressed as ghosts and the monsters kidnap one of them, but you don't know which one because they're all dressed in the same ghost costume. So
Yeah,
they kidnap one of them and they tie him up, and they use the duplicatron to duplicate that Ranger, but in costume. So you don't. So
Whoa.
then the duplicator turns this other monster into the Ranger costume. You don't know which one, and they use this other monster they introduced that episode who could effectively basically memorize the memories of a Ranger to effectively impersonate them. And so when Kendall realized one was kidnapped and called them all down to the base, suddenly all the Rangers are there, and she says, "Okay, well, one of you is an imposter, but I don't know who." And they have to and they use the clips as answers to questions while she's quizzing them to figure out which one is the fake, and that was kind of cool.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
Nice.
I will admit that, sadly, there's only been 2 in Dino Charge and Super Dino Charge monsters I liked.
Okay.
One I can't mention, or can't go into too much detail, which is Simon and Snide.
Ah, yes.
What?
I can't mention him because he's more.
Is that the one you mentioned?
Yeah, because he's
Is
more
that the
like
one
a
you
general.
mentioned to me?
Yeah.
Like there's guy.
Yeah,
Heckle and Snide, yes.
yeah. But like I said, he's like a general, so I can't go into too much detail
Yeah.
with him. But the other one I liked from Dino Charge was the female who could paint, and when she painted onto you, she could like make you fall in love with her, or possess you, or change your appearance based on the paint. Like her paints, different paints with different powers, or makeups, I should say.
I
And
remember that
was a
makeup
cool
one.
concept.
Yeah, that was interesting. I like that. Although I did think it was really weird that the mouse question was just one of the putties who had the makeup done and looked like a fucking drag queen. That was weird.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Get out of town, really?
No, I said one of the fucking I don't remember what the fuck comment down. One of the stupid putty things. Literally, Poisson was like, "Oh, let's try this magic makeup I have." It tries on that, and it turns the monster into this like Joan Rivers drag queen looking thing. And
sawed off. Come on.
No, I'm not kidding. I'll get you a picture after the recording.
Also,
But,
we're gonna have to point out. Too soon, dude. She's dead.
She's been dead for a while. It's not that soon. Anyway.
So what would happen if I made a Trini joke?
That's fine. That was like 15 years ago.
No, that's not fine. You would still say boo. We here on this Power Ranger Horror Podcast, despite who's in it, don't condone making Trini's death trivial. Thank you.
You're not. Oh, right.
Anyway, but yeah, so what they did was they turned this into that she was using the magic makeup going through the episode. It was using through Dick's field. That was pretty cool, and I remember that. Another good Tornado charge was the maze monster, the game monster. He was cool.
Right.
He had this like his body and face was like a maze, but he was actually kind of effective because he was really smart. And so the Rangers were going into this building to try to find Fury because he was trying to give himself a power up. And the monster was able to, like, he closed off some doors and did some, it's like he went to the map of the building that was on the wall, like the emergency map, and he started making changes to it, and it turned the whole building into a giant maze that trapped all the Rangers.
Nice.
Ooh, that's clever.
And it was the only reason they got out is the only reason they were able to get out is because Riley had marbles. Yeah.
One, I don't know if I'm going to count this. Fuck it. A Monster of the Week I loved, Jim.
Okay.
All of the Ninja Storm cast.
Yeah.
I'm not counting Dino Thunder for crossover because that was more they were turned evil Rangers and it was them. I'm about the one from Ninja Storm where Tori goes into the world and they're the bad guys.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
I love that because
Lothar was the mayor. That was great.
Yeah.
That episode's wonderful.
Yeah.
Their mirror universe, if you will.
Yeah, that was great. I remember that.
That was something really well done, and it was very interesting to see this, almost like this parallel universe kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it kind of builds into. Have you ever heard the whole thing of like one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of. Okay, maybe my brain's just too wide up on coffee right now, but it's just like, okay, it's kind of like that sort of thing. Okay, maybe not to that extreme,
No, like I said, it was more like it's Power Rangers version of the mirror universe from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Basically.
This is an alternative way of looking at things through, it's kind of like Alice in Wonderland through the looking glass kind of thing, you know what I mean? So yep. This is something that is doing a complete 180 of the status quo, and I loved how they did that. It was handled very effectively. It was
a great concept. It was handled well, and that's why it still sticks out in people's minds because it's wonderful.
Very much so.
I do remember one from I think it was Dino Thunder where Trent and Ethan got like, what the hell was it again? When Elsa nicked like the card game thing and then made like a dragon monster of that.
Yeah.
And that was like, well, okay, this looks really cool. And
well, if you're going to go that far, how about the time that they tossed Ethan into his video game?
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. I would love to see like a game world kind of thing in.
If I recall correctly, wasn't that the original theme of In Space? I think it was a video game season, and they converted it into In Space.
I have no idea.
I think Mega Ranger was a video game season.
I know some people thought Mega Force was going to be a video game season.
Really?
Really?
I heard Mega Force was going to be a video game season at one point, or it might not have been Mega Force. Someone said one of the seasons was going to be a video game related one, but it turned out not to be. I don't even know what the hell it was. It was probably a bullshit rumor, but one Monster of the Week who I can't remember its name, but I still remember it sticks out to me is he looked like the monkey from Thundercats. He was a big white ape that could basically take the appearance of any ranger.
Oh my god!
Whenever he looked into like Alpha's shiny head, he had like the Mumra effect of my reflection now.
Yeah. Oh
yes,
my god,
and you said there were no good monsters in season 2.
Yeah. To be fair, I said there's no good monsters. We're allowed one.
Touche. Touche. Yes, he was good.
Nice.
Plus, to be fair, he's not like let's make lipstick a thing or that statue with multiple heads. So.
Yeah.
You know what I kind of want to say? I would like to see like a suicide bomber Monster of the Week. It would probably never, ever, 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 ever get shown, aired, whatever, due to nowadays for like political correctness and all that sort of thing. But it would be such an interesting thing of this is a monster that is so determined to kick their asses that he is willing to go that far, you know.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like SPD had a couple of good monsters of the week.
Yeah,
Oh,
to be
yeah.
fair.
Yeah, how about if you're gonna talk SPD, I don't remember his name, but Sky's best friend who like turned into an asshole and then came back and tried to trick him into helping him.
Yeah.
I can't remember if Marcus Shadow was here. He could tell me. That's one of his favorite monsters, one of his favorite arcs, but I cannot remember. The
Well,
name of it.
how about the guy responsible for Sky's dad's death?
That was very well done
Yes.
and very cool.
That was
was
awesome,
good.
and he actually takes him down as the Red Ranger. It was cool.
What about that one where they had that girl that was an android that was fighting them because she thought she was doing good, but it turned out she was doing evil.
Yep, the Bizarro effect.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, not any specific monster per se, but I did kind of like this. I give a shout out to Jungle Fury real quick because for about the first half of the season until they decided, oh, we're going to introduce at least a dozen generals. But the first half, the monsters of the week were always like one of the Rin-Shi, the foot soldiers, and then give them an amulet with a specific animal spirit and say, here, have this animal spirit, and it would turn them into a monster of the week based on that animal. I thought that was a really cool concept.
Yeah.
It was.
Like I love Jungle Fury. It was one of my favorites.
Jungle Fury is great.
Yeah. And it's like
I
that.
didn't like it.
That's fine. That's your opinion. You're completely entitled to it, my dear. But here's what I like about it. One, it is very much based in like the old school, like Chinese classical mythology and kung fu sort of thing, like the animal spirits and all that.
Yes, but I don't think you need to go that far because I'm sorry, but having hopping vampires as your putties just looks really stupid.
True.
Name one putties that looked good besides season 1's putties. Even putties in season 2 had a big fucking self-destruct button on them.
Yeah, that
was
like,
stupid. That was dumb.
I mean, like I didn't think about that when I was a kid. Obviously, like got older and grew up and stuff. I was like, okay, so they go from kind of effective to kicking the crap out of them.
And I hated those dumb birds.
The Tangas.
The Tengu.
Well, it was Tangas or Tengu, depending on if you were in the movie or the TV show.
Oh yeah, I don't remember which.
Well, if we're including the movie, then I'm gonna have to say Ivan Ooze will make my monster of the week since there's only one film.
I can agree with that.
Amen.
I'm kidding. He's not a monster of the week. He's a main villain of a film.
Yeah. Okay. For Jungle Fury, I love the fact that there were different animal spirits, and it was a nice. It contrasted quite well with witches and their spirits. I liked when RJ's wolf spirit went alright. I did love the White Tiger one.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was technically a general, but where he had to, he got to realize that he was doing the wrong thing, and so he gave his White Tiger spirit to the Red Tiger Rangers to recharge it. That was cool.
Yeah. It was like, I like the fact that like, Daishi or Jared, whichever one you want to refer to him as, when he has that moment at the end before you get the White Tiger monster in the next episode, when he's going with the plan of like, I'd say those children are incompetent kind of thing. And, he's going through each of them and chewing them all out. And then he takes one look at him, spots the fucking tiger thing, and it's like, Tiger spirit. It's like, I can use this. So let's fight fire with fire here, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Which, like I said, there's been loads of seasons with good monsters.
Oh, totally.
There's been loads of seasons with bad monsters too, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
What are some of the ones
I also
that
like
come to mind for the crap ones?
Oh, like I said, most of the stuff where it's like, what the fuck is that? You're not even trying with a monster at this point.
Yeah.
But I did like the vampires in Mystic Force.
Yeah, they were cool.
They had vampires? I haven't seen Mystic Force, unfortunately. Well, not a great deal of it, anyway.
Yeah, well, Necroli was the vampire queen, one of the generals, and there was an arc where she was in charge for a while and had a bunch of vampires attacking people.
Yeah, but she even turned the Rangers into vampires in one episode. In one episode, the Ranger turned into a vampire.
Get out.
It was just Vita. Yeah, she got the penguin.
That's pretty cool, man.
That was cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. The series is bad,
was
but that
cool.
was pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I would love? I would like to see like a more horror movie kind of thing. Like,
I'm gonna have to throw one out for the bad ones, Osai.
okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Frax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked his storyline. You know, of okay, I used to be human. You freaking spat on my kindness, and now I want to kill you. Kind of thing. But it was just like, okay.
Yeah, Frax, where it's like, I'm the son of Rita and Zed, so I look like
Oh, that's
Sid
Frax.
from Toy Story,
Sorry.
sewed together two figures.
Oh, sorry, that one.
I was wondering how long it was going to take Simon to realize that he said Thrax and not Frax.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'd have told one.
That's why I was correcting him before it was bad.
Thank you. Yeah, Frax. I just thought, okay,
Yeah.
you know, at the time, I remember hearing about the premise of, what was it? The hell? So,
Yeah.
okay, so it's been like 20 odd years? Well, 10, 15 years? So he's like a teenager, but he's like a. You know, Frax was technically the monster equivalent of a teenage brat.
To be fair, it's also highly possible, because in order to survive the Z-Wave, because his parents were purified, he would have had to be conceived before the Z-Wave. He would also had to have been out of the galaxy through some sort of wormhole or something, so he's possibly gone to an alternate universe where aging happens.
That is a possibility.
Yeah, or some other method he survived that he could have pulled in an Impus to Olympius type deal.
Yeah.
I don't think he could have survived, because didn't they say he killed all monsters?
Well, it didn't really
except for the ones that are either dormant and hidden to the point that, like, through magic. I mean, that's why even now, aren't all the monsters even newly created ones from parallel universes or something like that?
Or like they've been in hiding for 3,000.
Yeah,
Something
they're in a different part of the galaxy at the time of the wave.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you're not gonna. It's only more like the older, more theoretical hardcore fans who are gonna think and try to connect all the dots, the other kind of thing. But yeah, trying to figure out some of the different aspects. Like, I know there's been a few like massive batshit crazy fan theories of how it all connects when really it just doesn't, and some of them I just think, yeah, fucking
You're
space
literally
is
describing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You know, it's funny. I did like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I got lost because Gotham came on at the same time. So then I was like, oh, Gotham. And then I got fucking sucked into Gotham. So I was like, yes. And so by the time
I will say Gotham is bad, but it's
Right.
better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Thank you. So, like, by the time I got back into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I was like, fuck. I don't remember what the fuck was going on. So, like, obviously, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, like, Lord was evil, Hydra took over, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but
all that bollocks. So it's like, fuck, what the fuck have I missed?
Yeah, but yeah, like you said, there's various concepts for Monsters Week, and different people will have different. Some people may latch onto different monsters than I do. I'm aware of that. Like, I latched onto Eye Guy because he's so ridiculous that he's wonderful. I just want to hug him.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't, but I just want to hug Eye Guy. But there's other ones out there, like somewhere like that giant spider monster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some may enjoy the hand that wasn't produced during Attitude Era, since Jim will make the inevitable Mark Henry joke. The giant hand. But yeah, some of them are just like, what?
Yeah.
I also from Monster of the Week side, I would love them to have on Power Rangers the Judge from Buffy.
I love you.
I love that concept of he was so powerful they chopped up his limbs and scattered him in different boxes across the world because no weapon made can kill him. And when he forms together, and she's like, to be fair, no weapon at the time could kill you. And just blasts him with a bazooka. Fucking hilarious. All that build up and what about that Halloween one with little tiny guy, and then they realise it says actual size.
Yeah. Like, don't talk the fear demon. Why not? Does it do anything? But no, it's just tacky.
Yeah, when she turns again.
Yeah.
Jim needs to watch Buffy.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I would like to see, like, like the more classical horror roots, like Lovecraft kind of thing.
Yeah.
Blame the fact that we binge playing the fuck out of Bloodborne, rereading Lovecraft.
We have had mummies, Frankensteins, wolves, vampires and stuff as monsters. We have had some of the more traditional monsters.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, I would like to see them handled with a bit more, for the lack of a better word, I'm going to use the word dignity, because, I would like to see, like, a horror-esque villain, Monster of the Week type done right, where they are legitimately terrifying. Like, take, like, the gentleman from Buffy, just as a throwaway example here.
Yeah.
Like, just the idea of them not saying anything but their presence.
The problem will be the audiences, because with Buffy it was made for teenagers and adults.
Yeah.
With Power Rangers, this is the show where parents phoned up and said, Lord Zed's too scary. Please, can you find a way to pussify him? Like, how can you make someone pussified? I know, marriage.
Pretty much.
Okay, we mean no offense to any and all married couples out there. Actually, no, fuck that.
Married couples won't be watching this. They're already dead inside.
No, that's true.
They got their own monsters of the week.
Yeah. They're called children.
They're called inner demons.
Yeah. They're called the bottle and the pill.
I want to see someone in Power Rangers get the Death Note. No.
That would be awesome. Yes.
But no, I like how sometimes they try and explain themes. Now, sometimes they reuse monsters, like Jim mentioned, like Dino Charge. Literally, it's not is it Dino themed. It has a monster that can duplicate stuff, just like fucking Dino Thunder, the one that cloned Trent.
Yeah.
The monster they tried to trick by Connor being like, I know what to do, and close the mouth on his staff, being like, hey, what? And then the monster's like, oh, by the way, let me just open this. He's like, oh, fuck. Which was a great scene, but like I said, not Dino Charge is literally just copying all the stuff before. It's terrible. But it's so terrible. But it's like it's a dinosaur season in which a human is struggling with his alter ego. It turns into a main villain. Oh, you mean like Anton Mercer? It's literally just ripping off all the other dinosaurs. It's not even copying stuff from seasons that weren't dinosaur related. That's what makes it more annoying. Because they're copying a season that was much better.
For what's the new one called? What's coming out? Is it Ninja
Steel?
Thank you. Okay, so I don't really know a great deal of the Sentai version of that, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would want to broach that subject. But what are some things that you would want to see with that one?
I want to see Ninja Storm come back and kick their ass.
Nice.
I don't like the new costumes; they look like ass.
Right. I do remember seeing a little bit of the footage for the Japanese one, where it's like a cowboy Gold Ranger or something like that.
Yeah, the idea of the Gold Ranger is supposed to be the stereotypical American.
Played by a Japanese actor.
No, I think he's played by a white dude.
No, he is actually played by a Japanese.
Then he's a Japanese dude who wants to be an American anyway. But that's why he does it. Always wears the cowboy, and he's got a badge and everything, and he's got a hamburger morpher, and
which I would make the case.
Yes, his morpher's a hamburger. I'm not making that up.
Yeah, I would make the case. I'm going to allow this because Power Rangers has ripped off or been insulting to so many races. Like, oh, Zach's black, he must dance. Now we got Adam. He's Asian. Oh, what storyline can we give him? He needs to protect the paper lantern.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, stop this.
Yeah.
Stop this now.
Mhm.
Because Power Rangers is extremely racist at times. It shouldn't be, but it's really racist.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Aisha's going to stay in Africa. It's cool because she's black. She'll know their language.
Yes.
Oh,
They
quick!
always
We need character development for Tommy. He's Native American now. Let's go on a spirit journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I loved the
Many-
film. That's why I really loved the film I watched today.
What film was that?
Okay.
I watched that with my nephew.
The Good Dinosaur. That's a great movie.
I love the
seen it.
T-Rex. I love the T-Rex cattle rustler people.
Those were
Voice-
amazing. I love
The
that.
one voiced by Sam Elliott, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Sam Elliott when he spoke.
know!
And my nephew's like, who? And I'm like, it's Sam Elliott as a T-Rex. It's so wonderful.
That was amazing.
And you have like an Indian / Native American, depending on which one offends you the least. Dinosaur. It was like, it's not a Triceratops, but it's basically a Triceratops with more horns.
Yeah.
Where he comes on, it's like, each one of these protects you. And I love if the joke was like, this one's for keeping away danger. This one's for, I don't know, stopping fires. This one saves me from making unrealistic goals. And I'm like, what? Like that one's there just to beat him up or just to berate him if he has an unrealistic goal. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
But I love that because when you hear dinosaurs, if I was to do a dinosaur voice, it'd have to be, I'm a dinosaur. It wouldn't be Sam Elliott.
No. You wouldn't
That's why I
expect
always
that.
love it when they mix that stuff up. But I think, like I said, Ninja Storm, I think, did the best job with ninjas so far that we've had on Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I'm going to make
They
the
did do a
case
good
they
job.
probably going forward too, because Ninja Steel doesn't look as good.
Mhm.
It's like Dino Thunder, best dinosaur season, in my opinion.
Well, let's be honest. Ninja Storm came and they were going to do ninjas. The bar wasn't that high. Let's face it. They had to do better than Ninja.
Oh, yeah, ninja.
Yeah,
To be
that.
fair, Ninja was okay. The Alien Rangers were ass.
Fair enough.
The Cockle Ninjas though were cool.
Well, the Alien Rangers were just there because we need a transitionary thing, and we have a ton of extra suit footage we haven't used from this season we skipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember watching as a kid, and it's like, oh my god, they shrunk the Rangers to kids, and then the episode ends, and I'm like, is that the end of Power Rangers? I don't remember the to be continued, and I might be remembering it wrong at the time, but I was honestly like, oh, okay, it ended. And everyone's like, what happened? Last Power Rangers ended. What happened? They turned them all into kids and killed them. And it turns out that's not what happened. They didn't just turn into monsters and stamp on them like I imagined. But to me, when I watched it, I was like, it's over. Power Rangers is dead. It's over. Turns out it wasn't, and I was like, oh, okay, there's more. Oh, now there's Alien Rangers.
Yeah.
Fuck
Go,
you.
go, Alien Rangers.
Yeah, they were terrible. But like I said, they keep reusing the same themes over and over again. And I think once they hit a certain point, like I said, like Ninja Storm, good. Dino Thunder, good. Dino Charge, bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't repeat the same themes. It gets boring. I would have rather have seen the train theme from the Sentai
That would have been different. Yeah, that would have been interesting.
than the ninjas. I wanted to see that because trains are huge right now.
Yeah.
Because Thomas the Tank has become big in the West now. You're finally embracing him. Sorry, America spent years insulting the crap out of Thomas the Tank, but now he's become big and put him in everything. Suddenly, people have said he's always been good.
We didn't insult Thomas the Tank. We let George fucking Carlin introduce him.
Who the hell's George
Star? He's better. Fuck you.
No, you're right. Ringo Starr is much better. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you may have had a good narrator. If that means the company in charge wanted him to be successful, that doesn't mean yours was successful.
True.
I put it to you.
Listen,
WCW. I put it to you because since you always like to use wrestling analogies, WCW put the belt on David Arquette. He was a big actor. That doesn't suddenly mean it was a good decision for the fans, and it doesn't mean that the fans embraced that decision.